Hello and welcome to Sunday School at TCM again. I hope you've had a great week. Now, if you remember last week, I said, how about bring your pets to Sunday School? So maybe some of you have got your pets with you, or some of you have brought your favourite teddy bear if you haven't got a pet. It's such a fun thing to do. So I thought, how about you meet my crazy pet? Are you ready for this? Millie, Millie, come. Good girl. Here she is. You're going to see her face though. She's a greedy black Labrador. She's 5 years old and she is incredibly silly and absolutely loves food. She's got one trick that she can do that I'm going to show you now. And that's it, I'm afraid. So you ready, Millie? Her treat, because she only does it for a treat. Ready? High five. Good girl. Well done. Having a pet's a lot of fun, and one of the first things we do when we get a pet is to give it a name. Naming your pets can be quite tricky, and often we look at their character or what they look like to help us decide. Now, we've named Millie really well because she's very silly, so she's known as Silly Millie. But thinking about names reminds me of the time in the Bible when God tells us one of his names. He appears to Moses in a burning bush, and Moses goes over to see the strange sight, and he's wondering what's going on. And out of the bush comes a voice that says, I am. Now that's a strange name, isn't it, for God? And it's really difficult to understand. So one of the ways we get to know God is by reading his word. And one of the things that I did to help me understand what God meant when he said, my name is I am, I looked at the New Testament and I looked at the life of Jesus. And in there, we read about Jesus giving himself 7 I ams. Now, last week, we celebrated Easter. And one of the first I ams of Jesus is, I am the resurrection and the life. Easter's all about celebrating that Jesus came back to life and he's alive today. But if we look further in the New Testament, we learn that Jesus tells us 6 more I ams, and they help us understand the character of God. Jesus came to earth for many reasons, ultimately to die, but he also helped us understand the character of God. So I thought, why not explore those I ams? And one way that we could do that is if you come with me now on a dog walk, and we can explore all those other I ams. So I'm going to go and get Millie ready now with her lead. We're going to jump into our car and drive up to the woods that are just outside our village, and we'll see you there.
Yay, you made it! Welcome to our local woods. This is where we walk, Millie. Now I know these woods really well, and I'm going to take us down this path really soon. But if I didn't know the woods, one of the things I might need is a map. It would show me the way to go. And that tells us the first I am about Jesus. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He guides us through life. He shows us the way, and it always leads to truth and what is good and right, which always then leads to life at its full. So let's follow this path this way. Millie, here it comes. You know, walking in the woods in the daytime is great. You get to see everything, you get to hear everything. But imagine if it was nighttime and it was really dark. It would be ever so scary, and you'd hear noises and you'd hear all sorts of scary things, and you'd feel really alone. If it was dark, one of the things that would help you would be one of these, which takes us on to another I am of Jesus. He said, I am the light of the world. When we're in a dark place, when we're feeling lonely and we're feeling scared, we know that we can trust in Jesus and that he's going to make us feel safe, and he's going to be like a light to us, showing us the way. Let's move on and find out what's next. Millie, come on. You know, if we didn't have this path to follow, we wouldn't know which way to go. And we could easily be lost in all these bushes and all these trees. And we'd know that just over here, there's a ditch and it's full of water. And I wouldn't know a way to get over. But because I followed the path, and now I've found, what over here? A gate. I know that I can go through this gate and I'm going to get to a bridge that's going to take me over safely over the water. Jesus said, I am the gate. He's the way through. When things are tough and we can't see a way around our problems, Jesus says, it's okay, I have a way. Go through the gate and I will show you. Come on, let's go and have a look. Millie loves food. She'll do anything for food. Now, Jesus said, I am the bread of life. Food sustains us. It gives us energy. It gives us strength. It's what we need to keep going. And when Jesus said, I am the bread of life, he said, I will feed you. I will feed you with my word and I will feed you with the example of my life. We love sandwiches. We love bread. So when Jesus said, I am the bread of life, he was just making it real for people. He wanted people to understand what he meant. Millie, come here. You've been a good girl, haven't you? Right, let's go and find a few more I ams. This is one of my most favourite trees on our walk. It's an ash tree, and when it comes out in leaf, it's beautiful. Now, it makes me think of another I am of Jesus. Jesus said, I am the vine. Now, this is a tree, I know, but I haven't got any grapevines in the woods. But it reminds us that this trunk, that's where all the water is drawn up and it feeds the branches at the top. And Jesus said in the Bible, I am the vine, you are the branches. We draw what we need from Jesus. He gives us the strength. He gives us everything we need, as we've talked about earlier. Now, if you look over there, there's some dead branches. They have fallen off the tree. They've disconnected from the trunk. That means that they're not drawing the life that they need. They're not getting the water that they need. They need to be attached to the trunk. We need to be attached to Jesus so that we can grow every day more like him. I hope you can see behind me the sheep with their baby lambs. This brings us to one of the final I ams of Jesus. Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. Now, these lambs and these sheep are kept really safe by their farmer, by the shepherd. He's put a fence all the way round to stop things getting in and harming them. They've got plenty of grass to eat, they've got water to drink, they've got shade to rest in the sunshine. The farmer, the shepherd, knows what's best. He's even only put a few in the field because a baby lamb has to learn how to recognise its mother's voice. And if it was in a sheep field full of sheep, it would get confused and lost. So this is a good shepherd that's looking after his sheep. And Jesus does the same for us. He cares for us, he protects us, he provides for us. And that's one of my most favourite I ams that we get to learn about in the Bible. Well, that's the end of our walk. I hope you've had fun learning about the 7 I ams of Jesus. We're going to head home, so we'll see you back there. Say bye, Millie. Say bye. Oh, she's gone shy, look.
Hi, we've got back from our walk. I hope you're not too tired. Millie is. She's fast asleep down here. So, what a great way to look at the 7 I ams of Jesus. And we're going to explore those in a little bit more depth over the next few weeks. What I'd like you to think about this week, though, and a little challenge for you, is to come up with a way that you can learn the 7 I ams. Maybe you could make a poster. Maybe you could even do it with Lego or Play-Doh, something that's going to help you remember the 7 I ams. See if there's something that you can make this week so that over the next few weeks we can learn in our hearts how important the 7 I ams of Jesus are. So next week when we meet together and we're going to do something that we never normally get to do in Sunday school, we're going to put on our chef's hats and we're going to put on our aprons and we're going to do some making in the kitchen. So until next week, have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you then. Okay, bye.